Hey loves, how are you? Today, day 9, we are going to talk about a very, very important topic, and it's about results and honoring the results of what you've been achieving and why this is so incredibly important to the point that I'm doing a video just about results. Okay. Because on these journeys, twin flame, ascension, awakening, evolution, doesn't even matter. If you're here, you're existing, you're living on this planet, and you're alive, you're growing. Okay. You're working on building your life force and growing as a human. You are in the process of evolving. And we have a tendency, I believe, what I've seen within myself and within many people is once we get going, and we open up and we really get on that journey of self-discovery, it can have this way of really exciting you in moments because you start to see and feel and sense the changes. But then it can also have those moments where you just want to get to where you're going to so much that you speed up and you speed through and you're doing the work and you're working and you're working and you're working and you're caring for yourself and you're doing all of the things. But are you actually taking the time to allow yourself to receive the results of all of the work that you've been doing in your day-to-day daily life? Are you fully receiving and honoring the results of the emotional work that you've been doing? Are you receiving and honoring the results of all the physical work that you've been doing? And I want to share a couple things that I've been doing around really amplifying and focusing on allowing myself to receive the results because it's been making a really big difference in many areas. Okay. So you can start out by honoring your results on a daily basis. I've been finding it very helpful as I'm winding down for my day to really stop and allow myself to receive the results of what I accomplished throughout the day. Even seemingly small things, but just honoring the fact that you put in the life force, energy, and effort to move through your day that day and all of the things that you've accomplished and experienced, the interactions you've had with other people. And what's coming to me is for you to even honor those seemingly simple interactions, but where your presence in someone else's life or in a circumstance or situation could be creating a result for someone or something else that you're not even aware of. And also in return, connecting with those other people are helping you facilitate a result in your energy that they may not even be aware of. So just honoring the interactions, the relationships, the experiences that you're having throughout your day and the opportunity those are creating for you to have new results in your evolution in each moment. Okay. So one thing that I've also noticed is that, like I said, we get into those working. I got to get there. This is what I want to do. We're really wanting to accomplish these deep levels of healing and inner union because we've become aware that as we come into inner union within ourselves, right? That helps to bring in that outer union energy. So yes, for a partnership or twin flame or divine counterpart union, just going through that process of coming into those energies internally, we get that deep drive and that workforce energy within our system because of the initiation, right? And even when we want to run or hide or stop, it really catapults us into having to face a lot of these things. And then usually what happens is once we drop into that and surrender to the process, there can be a different type of passion and excitement with really wanting to accomplish it and get it done. So you can start to really experiencing the union energies in your life, right? In relationships, in finances, in work, in your purpose, in just every area of your life, right? And so we can get really kind of building a lot of momentum forward in our area of self-development and self-mastery. But it's also important to really honor the results of the work that you have been doing. So right here and right now, I want to take a few moments with you to really truly allow you to breathe into your body. And we would like to invite your highest self to couple and integrate deeper with your human self, your connection to the higher power and into the earth. And allow yourself to truly breathe into your body, into your feet, into your entire physical existence. And just feel the support and the love of Mother Earth opening her heart and her connection to you, allowing that portal and energy to your soul, over soul, higher self, full energy, your connection directly to source, however you connect. And truly allow yourself to just gently and freely honor dropping in the results of everything you've been accomplishing down into the earth. Allow that information to move down into your earth star, into your earth compass, honoring and dissolving the past energies within the earth star from past lives or ancestral information or collective patterns that you've transmuted. Allow that to continue to dissolve and clear out of the earth star so that there's more and more space for your own energy, your own highest soul essence to come into your body and ground into the earth, and allowing the energy and the essence of all of the results of what you've been accomplishing to truly drop in and ground, allowing your true core soul essence and purpose to be even more present within your physical, emotional, and spiritual bodies. And if you would like, you can even just take a few moments to truly honor all of the things that you've been dreaming about and healing, and all of those things that you've accomplished that most people don't even know about. Probably, maybe there's even no one who knows. And you know what? I want you, if you feel guided, to claim it, to own it. Drop it in the comments. Drop what you've been working on. Drop your results in the comments. Let's all hold sacred space together to honor our collective and personal and individual results. I have a feeling that some of us, we've been working on similar things, okay? But I would like you to honor at least even just one thing, just owning it. It feels like when you write it and own it out loud and speak it into existence and share it, it's really, really solidifying it and embodying it and bringing it into that physical world manifested reality. Okay. I talk about that with many of my clients, is that when you have a vision, everything that's ever been created started in someone's imagination, right? So when you have this vision for yourself and your life, even if you're fully surrendered to the highest alignment, I feel like we still have some knowing of how we want things to feel, okay? Even if we don't know the exact details. In fact, I find it's much easier to truly manifest what's in our highest alignment when we don't get too caught up into the bigger details and we focus on how we want to feel, and then allow our connection to that higher power in our own higher self alignment to drop in and really be our guidance, right? But it can be helpful when we focus on how we want to feel to write those down. And this becomes like your soul blueprint, so to speak, right? And it's changeable. You can change what you write, but by taking what's in your imagination and putting it down onto paper, whether you're writing it or drawing it, it can be very helpful in that you're owning it in the physical world, in a physical form, a creation that was expressed out of you, out of your hands or your voice. Even if you speak it out loud into existence, these are ways of really bringing what's in our imagination, etheric intuition, into our physical bodies and express it into physical form through our voice and through our expression. Okay. And that is the next levels and layers of manifestation and creating and really beginning to bring in the potential of those results. Okay. Also, I really like to, like I'm sharing with you, dropping the energy down into your earth connection, owning it and solidifying it and grounding it, allowing it to connect deeply into the earth, receiving the support of Mother Earth, and then allowing yourself to strengthen your connection with the earth and your physical body, allowing that exchange and reciprocation of energy and support. Because remember, your body is made up of the same sacred elements as earth. Our physical bodies are only here because Mother Earth provides that energy and elements for us to be present and take on a physical form. Okay. So that exchange is very beautiful and deep, and one to be honored and worked with. Okay. Really, there's ways of grounding, yes, going out into nature and connecting with the earth in that way. But even if you aren't able to get quite outside all of the time, or weather, or whatever your circumstances, you can still facilitate a deeper connection with the earth wherever you are, because she is our initial physical world home. Okay. The home that we all share. All right. So the earth is a very important piece of us manifesting and creating the results of all of the work that we've been doing. And that's such a big part of why we're here, is to bring new information and new results to ourselves, but also those new relationship templates and new information and codes and embodiment to support that facilitation of union energies and unity consciousness across the planet, making that available. So as we embody more and more of that essence and energy for ourselves, it allows us to be able to share that out into the world. So as you're writing or drawing your experiences of what you want to result, you also allow that energy to go down into your body, into your feet, into the earth, however that works for you. You could even draw that. You can draw your connection to the earth, whatever feels right for you, but it's coming through very, very strongly to take that time to truly honor the results. I'm suggesting each day, if you can build that habit and that connection of truly honoring the results of the work that you did each day, I have been finding that it has not only been a very peaceful and beautiful way to end my evening, but I also find that I wake up in the morning, feel much more revived, refreshed, and excited and refreshed to start the next new day. Okay. Because I've honored the results. You're going to laugh at this, but I even started doing it with a game I play. I have some like brain games on my phone that I play every now and again in the evenings. And I get onto the puzzles and I get excited and I get kind of fast at them. And then I just move to the next one. This week, I actively made it a point to just stare at the end screen once I accomplished the results, just for like 10 seconds, but to really truly honor that I just accomplished finishing the board and honoring the results of it. And just letting myself facilitate and strengthen that habit of honoring the results. Because I don't know about you, but this kind of all interties with some of the inner child retrieval work that I'm actually going to be talking about probably tomorrow or the next day. And actually planned on talking about today, but this topic came in really strongly, is that, you know, especially growing up, we are just taught to do what we're told. In school, it's like, do what you're told, do your homework, do this, do that. And there's a bunch of things that are happening, but I don't know about you guys, but I know for me, it would be like, even when I got excited about something I accomplished, everybody in life was so busy. It was like, okay, now go on to the next thing, go on to the next thing, go on to the next thing. And I think that this was also somewhat of a trauma response where people just got in that habit of going forward, right? Like, even like it happened a lot because they didn't want to deal with the uncomfortable things, but there was so much frozen energy in that trauma response that even when we were accomplishing really amazing, beautiful, positive things, that was also being overlooked because of all the frozen energy avoiding the trauma responses. So we weren't actually honoring when we were accomplishing things. And there was always this momentum or energy of needing to do more and needing to do more. And sometimes, tell me if you guys ever felt this way, no matter how much you did, it was never good enough, or things just weren't ever really honored and celebrated. It was always moving on to, well, why don't you do it better? Or now that you did that, now do this, now add that. Let's go here, let's go there, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, which is great. I'm definitely all about growth and evolution in moving forward, but I'm learning and honoring and embodying in a much deeper way how incredibly important it is to celebrate those accomplishments. Honor yourself, embrace yourself, love yourself for what you've been accomplishing. It just makes it so much more enjoyable to actually receive the results of what you're doing. Not only does it, it's like honoring the energy and the life force that you put into it. And what I'm finding is that also what it does, it's like having a plant. Okay. If you have a plant and it starts growing and you're like, oh, cool. All right, keep going, keep growing. Or what if you say, oh, wow, okay, you're growing. That's awesome. Let me give you some water. Let me give you some nutrients. Let me put you in the sun in the window. You take the time to celebrate and nurture the plant. You don't just say, oh, you're growing, cool, and cast it off to the side and say, keep going, which is what we have a tendency to do to ourselves based on the programming that we were all raised in. And even if your parents or home life wasn't like that, it's the schools were. It seemed like there was a lot of that. I know people in life in general seem to be overwhelmed, and I can imagine on some levels it's happening even more now. But either way, slow down in receiving your results is so huge, because one, you're learning to actually get into your receptive energy and being receptive of your own energy, right? If you want to bring in other energies, other experiences, opportunities, and relationships in a partnership, well, then don't you think that practice of receiving from yourself and all the results of what you've been doing is going to be a very key, important piece to that? Yes, loves. It is. It's a very, very important piece. And I'm actually really excited to be talking about this today because it feels like a very important and powerful key piece to that inner receptivity and inner union. And as we allow ourselves to receive the results of our own work that we've accomplished, and we accept those results first and foremost of what we've been doing, then what that does is we start to become open and receptive to receiving the results and the supports from the external world and from others to really amplify that. And in that receptive mode is where we can begin to bring in those things in an entirely new way that allows for a new level of reciprocation. Okay. So even when you're thinking about wanting to say receive different resources so that you can accomplish your purpose on the planet, okay, but you say you know what your services are and how you want to provide supports, but you're not sure how you're going to take care of yourself, right? So you can start to kind of write those things out or think of it in terms of, oh, okay, so I want to share my gifts out into the world, and there's people who are comfortable coming and exchanging resources and providing me with money or in exchange for their service so that they can receive the goods that I have to offer, which will in turn reciprocate and support them. You see what I mean? So there's these levels and layers of reciprocation that are also important in receiving our results, because many of us are willing to work or put ourselves out there and we're asking to receive the results, but are you actually fully open and believing that you deserve to receive the results and the exchange? Are you receiving them from yourself? Okay. So if you've been working on something that you're expecting to see results for and you haven't started seeing the results yet, then I really think this is an important piece for you to sit with and honor the results of what you have accomplished instead of looking for someone else or others to show you the results of what you've done. Drop into it first and foremost in yourself. You honor what you've accomplished and then allow others to feel that in your energetic field in an entirely new way. All right, loves, I am going to leave that there for you today, honoring you, honoring your inner union, honoring your results of everything that you've been doing. So please take some time today or this evening or this morning, whenever you feel guided, to just check in and honor the results of what you've accomplished up until this point. All right, loves. I'll see you back tomorrow for day 10. I do believe we're going to do some inner child retrieval information and energies to support inner union, but you know that sometimes other messages like to come through. So that'll be coming up at least in the next few days. I love you so very much and hope you have a beautiful rest of your day.